Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Wine and House Talk. I hope you're all well. My name's Andy Pater and today we're catching up with Lana Grant to discuss what we should be looking out for in our investments to bring maximum growth when we go to flip them down the track. I hope you enjoy. So we're joined today by Lana Grant, who is from Grant's Real Estate in the Berwick office. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do?
So I'm a sales agent in the Berwick office of Grant's, been there for 5 years, and I love what I do, helping people buy and sell homes.
And today, because it is Wine and House Talk, we're going to talk about a beverage, of course, and finally, it's episode 3, we're actually talking about wine, which is pretty cool. So this is Lana's choice today. It's a Sauvignon Blanc from Giesen. Is that?
Giesen
Winery. Which is in New Zealand. Have you ever been?
Yes, I have. Beautiful Marlborough region of New Zealand, where some of the best wine, in my opinion, comes from. It's a lovely drop.
We're about to find out. Alsjeblieft.
Thank you very much.
Which is Dutch for there you go. Be funny if I smashed it.
Be disappointing,
Chin-chin.
really. I think. What do you think?
That's really good.
I think so.
So I think one of the funnier things about the title of the show is I actually don't really know how to talk about wine, but I was kind of hoping to be able to rely on my guests for that. Do you know much about the drop?
I do know that it's made in a beautiful vineyard that has a very Tuscan feel to it. It's of German heritage as such. There's 3 brothers from Germany moved out to New Zealand and started the winery, and their last name is Giesen, obviously. But it's a lovely winery and a lovely drop.
Beautiful. Okay. Well, we're going to dive into some questions, and today we're talking about investment properties, and I thought it'd be a great opportunity to ask Lana a few questions about things like what you should be looking out for in an investment and what types of investments grow. So on that note, when we talk about investment properties, there are obviously a few different ways you can purchase. You can buy off the plan, you can buy an apartment, or you can buy a traditional sort of established home. What would be your pick?
Look, it depends on the goal of the investment. It depends on what you're looking to do. If you're wanting to hold something short term to make a bit of money, maybe something that needs a little bit of renovation so you can add some value to it and let the growth do a fair bit of the work. Or if you want something for a bit more of an income incentive, so having an extra income stream that you can hold on to for 20, 30 years and become maybe a bit of a retirement plan. So it really depends on the goal of the investment.
Yeah, okay. And on that note, if you were going to buy, say I want to buy something that I want to hold for 10 years,
Yes.
so I'm obviously looking for maximum growth, what would you be looking for?
Something that is going to be appealing to quite a broad range of demographic for resale. Something in a good growth area, so close to schools, close to shops, and close to all amenities, train lines, all that sort of thing. Okay. But land is king when you look for something like that, something that's going to grow rather well for you in just a 10 years sort of period. So something with a decent land size, not too big, of course, you don't want to overcapitalise, but something that's going to be a good resale for your first home buyers, people downsizing, people upsizing maybe if they're coming from an apartment, and people moving into just their next home.
Fantastic. Okay, so I've bought a townhouse and it's about to settle. Would you say to maximise the growth potential on that, would you say that's a short-term thing or a long-term thing? What would your pick be?
Depending on the area, I'd say probably more of a long-term sort of area. Yep. It's a great stable area. It doesn't fluctuate a whole heap. So in markets where you see big falls, it doesn't happen all that much. But then also it takes that little bit longer to grow in an area like that. You've got I'm guessing a smaller land size. Yeah, so it's a triple-storey townhouse on a 55 square metre patch. Okay, so low maintenance. Yes. Is what that says to me, which is ideal for tenants and ideal for something that you could hold on to for a good amount of time, let the ups and downs of the market flow with it, and it'll eventually grow and give you a good income stream. Beautiful. Okay, so if I was, let's say I bought, 500 square metres in Clyde, and I was about to go and do the whole thing where you go down to a display village. Feel free to pop into JG King, by the way.
But if I was going to head out to a display village and start having a chat with some of the builders down there, what would you recommend when it comes time to building the quote to specify?
All right, so the key thing here is that it's very tempting to want to throw in all the inclusions as if you were living there. You could build a beautiful home, but you're not going to get back on it unless it's not going to be worth it because you're not living there, really. You need to keep an eye that it is an investment and make sure there's those things in there that are nice for tenants to have, but they're not going to pay you an extra $30 a week because you have a slightly bigger oven, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Would you say that pays dividends when you come to resale? Is there a theory that kitchens sell homes or not really? Is that just not
when
a
it
lifestyle?
comes to resale, yes.
Okay.
So it depends again what you're building it for. If you're building it to hold on for 25 years, then you will probably end up maybe replacing the appliance in that time anyway.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, that is true. I guess if you had any extra advice for Mr. and Mrs. customer, what would it be?
I guess probably one thing that we haven't covered off is if you're going to buy an established house.
Yep.
And if it's something that you want to maybe add a bit of value to, then that could be one of the cases where if it's maybe a 5 or 10 year investment, you do go for the slightly bigger oven. Fresh coat of paint works absolute wonders on a home. Or again, if you just want to give it a bit of a freshen up and hold it over a long period of time.
Okay. Yeah, okay, cool. I guess the hot tip is always chat with your real estate agent. If you've got a specific item, is a pool worth it? Get in touch with your real estate agent. I'll pop Lana's details down below so you can jump on their website and get in touch if you do have any questions, especially in the Berwick, Clyde, Cranbourne, Casey area. That's where they operate out of. I guess that's it. Have you got any more bits of advice or not really? I think we've covered most things.
We've covered a fair bit, but real estate's fantastic. And if you get in touch with a great real estate agent and explain to them what you're trying to achieve, then a good one will always help you in that direction.
Fantastic. I guess all that's left to do really is finish the wine, but as I mentioned earlier, if you do have any more questions, I'm going to pop all the links below. Feel free to reach out to myself or Lana and we'll be able to help you. Fantastic. Thanks for coming on the show.
No problems.
Well, that's it for this episode. I hope you all got something out of that. If you do have any questions for me or for Lana, feel free to reach out and we'll respond, of course. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the show so that I can keep you updated of when new episodes are available. Enjoy.